Tell me the truth, Frank. Remember that? We used to live by it. And you know what's so good about the truth? Everyone knows what it is, however long they've lived without it. No one forgets the truth, Frank. They just get better at lying.
You see that, young lady? Respect. Respect for one's elders shows character.
I have character.
Because you are a character doesn't mean that you have character.
The smoke comes out of Daddy's cigarette, but it never goes back in. It cannot go back. That's why it's hard to choose. You have to make the right choice. As long as you don't choose, everything remains possible.
It's like my daddy used to say, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
I have to believe in a world outside my own mind. I have to believe that my actions still have meaning, even if I can't remember them. I have to believe that when my eyes are closed, the world's still there. Is it still out there? Yeah. We all need mirrors to remind ourselves who we are. I'm no different.
Before it drove him mad.
It's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance.
Pity? It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends.
Is life always this hard? Is it just when you're a kid?
Always like this.
I have a test for you.
You're not going to tell me anything about this first?
Before I describe the job, I have to know you can do it.
Why?
It's not, strictly speaking, legal. You have 2 minutes to design a maze that it takes 1 minute to solve. Stop. Again. Stop. You're gonna have to do better than that. That's what I like.
Dates and I'll get you here to the high-stakes medal round, where 8 out of 10 women believe that the first kiss will tell them everything they need to know about the relationship. After that, you're on your own. But always remember, life is not the amount of breaths you take. It's the moments that take your breath away.
I still find myself having conversations with her in my mind, rehashing old arguments.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Last week, my feelings were hurt by something you said before, that I don't know what it's like to lose something, and I found myself...
I'm sorry I said that.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I caught myself thinking about it over and over, and then I realized that I was simply remembering it as something that was wrong with me. That was a story I was telling myself, that I was somehow inferior. Isn't that interesting? The past is just a story we tell ourselves.
Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it. Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living. And above all those who live without love.
Will you marry me? I'd make a good husband, Jenny.
You would, Forrest.
But you won't marry me.
You don't want to marry me.
Why don't you love me, Jenny? I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
First you have to know, not fear, know that someday you're gonna die.
You don't know how this feels.
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
You don't tell me things, Joel. I'm an open book. I tell you everything. Every damn embarrassing thing. You don't trust me.
Constantly talking isn't necessarily communicating.
I don't do that.
Have I gone mad?
Afraid so. You're entirely bonkers. But I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are.
Well, you ended the war.
We incinerated 150,000 people in a heartbeat.
And great deeds come at great cost, Mr. Parcher.
Well, conviction, it turns out, is a luxury of those on the sidelines, Mr. Nash.
I'll try and keep that in mind.
Week, as a matter of fact, right before I got dragged into this hellhole. I go in, to order a burger in this fast food joint. The guy, he drops it on the floor. Jim, he picks it up, he wipes it off, he hands it to me like it was all okay. What about the germs, I say? He says, I don't believe in germs. Germs is just a plot they made up so they can sell you disinfectants and soaps. Now, he's crazy, right? See? There's no right, there's no wrong, there's only popular opinion.
It's always difficult to keep personal prejudice out of a thing like this. Wherever you run into it, prejudice always obscures the truth. I don't really know what the truth is. I don't suppose anybody will ever really know.
Who is Kaiser Soze?
He's supposed to be Turkish. Some say his father was German. Nobody ever believed he was real. Nobody ever knew him or saw anybody that ever worked directly for him. But to hear Kobayashi tell it, anybody could have worked for Soze. You never knew. That was his power. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
So you think because your intentions are good, they'll spare you, huh?
My heart always told me that people are inherently good. My experience suggests otherwise.
Do you believe it now, Trinity?
The Oracle. She told me
She told you exactly what you needed to hear. That's all. Neo, sooner or later you're going to realize, just as I did, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path.
18 people died in Jackson that day. 10 white and 8 black. God don't pay no mind to color once he decide to set a tornado loose.
I could use a good man to help me get my project on wheels. I'll keep an eye out for you, and the chessboard ready. Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part.
What's you? You're never drunk. Oh, that's real control. Control is power. That's power.
Is that why they fear us?
We have the fucking power to kill, that's why they fear us.
They fear us because we have the power to kill arbitrarily. A man commits a crime, he should know better. We have him killed and we feel pretty good about it. Or we kill him ourselves and we feel even better. That's not power, though. That's justice. It's different than power. Power is when we have every justification to kill, and we don't.
You think that's power?
Haven't you heard? Conscience is God.
No, I haven't heard.
Well then, take the fucking wax out of your ears! Grow up! It's fuck you, buddy. Cheat on your wife. Call your mother on Mother's Day. Charlie, it's all shit.